I'm very happy to be here. It's a great honor for me. It's my first time in India, and it's very exciting to me. So thank you to Shib and Glory. It's a wonderful opportunity to me to feel the smell and the pictures in India. Let me say some words before I start my presentation. First of all, my big problem in my life is the English. When I was a child, I learned in a religious school, and you know that in a religious school, one of the goals is that if you don't know English, you stay religious. Maybe if you know English, you have any connection with the world, and if you have any connection with the world, maybe you stop to be religious. So in my school, we learned something like 100 or 200 words in English, and that's all. And when I became to be a Minister of Education, I feel that I must to be English. So from now, 3 years ago, I know maybe 200 words. So I start to learn on the job train when I'm a minister to do something in English. So the big problem of this presentation is the English. And the second point, before I start, I would like to tell you something about my wife. When I have a birthday, 40 years old, it was 10 years ago, I came to my home in these days and I was very happy. I tried that she give me something, maybe flowers, maybe any nice gift, like the small, like car, or a new car or something like this. And I came home and she sits in our kitchens, and she told me, first of all, I'm very happy you have birthday today, but I would like to say you something. Yes? You know, you are 40 years old, and you look at yourself. What are you doing? Nothing. So I said to her, my wife, it's my birthday, say something different, you know. And she said, no, it's not for me, it's for you. Look to yourself. 40 years, what do you do? Nothing. You are a principal, okay. You have thousands of students, okay. But maybe you do something, but really, not to the ego, not to the public statement of your life in the community, something true. My wife, it's my birthday, maybe some wine, cake, something, flowers, let's talk about it. When she brings the wine, it's not be better. Now, after the wine, she told me, now let's talk about the truth. You don't do nothing. After 1 hour, I asked her, maybe you have any idea. Not for me, for us. We are together. So she said, yes, I have an idea. Let's adopt a child together. I asked her, why? She said, we have child, only 5, but now it's a great opportunity. You know, 6, it's a wonderful number. So let's adopt a child, but only person who have any problem with disability, physical disability. Okay, I think about it. It was my birthday. It's a very, very nice questions to birthday, with wine and cake, if you go to adopted one child. So I said, okay, but I have one question. Why with disability problem? She said, because you know, in Israel we have a lot of people that they haven't children and they want to adopt it. Give them the regular children. We take only children that nobody want to take him. So we go to the government. I was principal, not politician. We go to the government and we said we want to adopt the child. They look at us. Maybe after we go out, they say they're crazy family. And after 2 months, one morning, somebody called me and said, we want to come to your home. We have few children for you. You have to sit, all the family together, and we presentation the children, and you say, who you want? This one, this one, this one. And afternoon they came, we sat together in our home, 5 children and 2 parents, and the social worker told us, look at this picture, this is Moses, he's with Down syndrome, etc., etc. Look at this one, this is Sarah, look at this one. And then she go. What do you know? 5 children, I take only one. Who? This one or this one? What are you doing now if I tell you about 5 children? Everyone is a world. To everyone have a future. Everyone can to change the world. Maybe he will be the CEO of Google, or maybe he will be a Nobel Prize person. Am I can to say this one yes and this one no? At night, when I go to bed, I try to sleep, and I can't. But in something like 2 o'clock at night, I feel something in my legs, and I shocked. It was my daughter. She was 16 years old. Now she is mother to 3 children. And she said, Father, do me a favor. Yes. His name is Or. Or in English it's light. And she is light. Yes, Or. All the 5. What? We have to take all the 5. We can't say no to somebody. We can't say, how you do it? And she cried all the night together. At morning, I think that God hear our prayer, and we have another phone from the social worker. And she said, forget these 5 children. We have another one. We have another now in Hebron now, last week, in Be'er Sheva, big town in Israel. Her parents left him in hospital. He's without hand. He have very big problem with the legs. Take him. And he's my child, 10 years. I'm his father, my wife is his mother, and my 5 children is the brother. Let me stop now and go 10 years to my 15 years old birthday. I came home. My wife sits in the kitchen. I'm waiting to a cake or flowers or something like this. And she said, please sit down. I have to say you something. Yes. You know, you don't do nothing in your life. You must do something. Now let's stop. It's not a story about my families. It's a story about everything it's true. But it's not a story about my family. It's a story about our world. We have a broken world. We can talk about process, about technology. We can talk about iPad and iPhone and computers and presentation. We can talk about the relevance of schools in this era in the 21st century. We can talk about how to learning, and if we have now an international curriculum or a nationality curriculum. But the questions, if we see every child and we know that the vision is that no child left behind. And I think that most of us talk about learning and they don't talk about love, justice, vision, and education. How to change the school from learning to meaningful. How to talk to the heart. How to look to the eyes. That's the big questions of the education world. to change the vision of education. When I was the Minister of Education in Israel, I go every week to the street, not with this shirt, with a regular, like a teenager, at 12 o'clock at night. And we start to go to a lot of places, to visit the young people at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, in the sea, in squares. Let me tell you, now I haven't 6 kids. Now I haven't 8 kids. 2 I found in the street in these 3 years when I was Minister of Education. One of them I found in the sea. I came to the Kinneret at night. It was a month after one of our war, and his name is Avi, like Avram. When I came them, the teachers who work for me in this sea tell me, you know, these kids would like to talk with you. So we sit together in a plastic chairs near the Kinneret with all my security guides. And he say me, listen, my name is Avi. I'm 16 years old. I stopped to go to the school when I was 10 years old. איך אומרים תיקים במשטרה?
Criminal record in
a lot of criminal records, 35 accidents with the police in Israel. My father goes when I was 2 years old, a baby. And I would like to come back to school, and you will do it. I asked him what? He said, yes, I will be back in school, and I will go to the armies, and then I go to a university, and you will do it. I said to him, so go to school. He said, no, I was in 10 schools in Tiberia and all the area, and nobody want to talk with me, and I'm 8 years at home. So we go together to schools, to the first, to the second. I go with him, and then we go to Supreme Court to make something with this criminal situation. And then he stopped to drink. And today, we are 2 years after. 2 months from now, he will be a soldier in the Israeli armies. He make, in 2 years, all the baccalaureate in Israel. And he is my son. And another one, his name is Yafa. I found him in a square in Jerusalem. It's a terrible place in Jerusalem that all the teenagers come to this place. And they find her in the terrible situation, in the terrible sexual situation in 2 o'clock at night. And it was, the face was so nice, like an angel. So I come to her and I ask him, what is your name? And she said, Yafa. Yafa is pretty. So I asked her, if your name is Yafa, pretty, why you make so dirty action now? Come with me. And we start to talk. And now she lives alone. In Petach Tikva, she has a small department. She works. And she's my daughter. I came here because I'm very afraid from the conference about education in the world. Because all the people talk about computers. And now is the time to talk about the heart, about lovers, about feeling. And now, this is the end of my presentation. Let me tell you about one wonderful girl. She is not my child. When I was a Minister of Education, when you came to visit in any school in the country, I tell to the principal, if you have any exam or some things that any child make and it's wonderful, give it to me, and I write him something on the paper. You know, if you come to home and you say, look at this exam, the Minister of Education have a singer in me in my, it's very nice. So if you have something, a fantastic answer or something, you know, around the box about your presentation, something nice, I will be there. One time I came to a small town and the teachers come to me with a test in physics. Very hard test. You know, they learn science in the high level in Israel and she said to me, the teachers, Minister, look at this paper, please. This is a test in science, in the end of the high schools. All the students learn 2 months to this test. They sit on the chair near the table. I give them the questions. And one of the most, she was a wonderful student. She sit in the chair, look at the test, and do not do some things. She's forget all the answer. You know, it's the most important test in your life in the high school. And now you sit and you forget all. So the teacher look at her, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After 15 minutes, she go out, she bring tea. She came to this student, she kissed her here, she gave her a cup of tea, and she said, the test is not the most important in your life. More important, that I love you. She put the cup of tea, and she go. After 2 minutes, the student take the pen, and she start to answer all the tests. But in the end of the test, she write to the teachers, my dear teachers, you have to know, 4 months, nobody kissed me. Thank you. How many children need not knowledge, they need kiss. They need love. They need your eyes. They want to talk about ideas. It's very, very dangerous to be educated today. Because it's so nice. But here, it's so broken. Let's take all this technology knowledge to change our life and to talk about education. Thank you.
tGELF, leading the change.